Hey, Happy New Year, guys. Just wanted to make a video. I just got back from downtown, the bar and the club. And, you know where I always go. It was a crazy night. I'm glad it's over, to be honest. First thing I did, I didn't leave here until about 9 o'clock because I knew I had to go down early to get in there. You know, it was going to be so packed. And, of course, I wore my mask, which I have to do every time I go in there. I'm the only person except the workers that wears a mask. But I can't make my mom sick. Probably shouldn't even be in there in the first place, but I stay away from people mostly. But I went in, I got there. Turned out they were charging money. $5 to get in. They don't usually charge nothing, but they do sometimes. And they were charging $5, and of course you got to give them cash. Well, I didn't have cash. So I had to go back home. Thank God I live close to the bar. I went back home and got my mom ran over and gave me some cash because I don't have a card to do it, so she ran over and got me some cash out and gave me I got a $5. It was my money. I just didn't have a way to get there, so I went, got the $5, went downtown, almost got hit by a drunk driver. He was literally driving. He almost missed turning left at the red light. And then he flies into the other lane. I mean, not flies into it, but he just glides over and crashes right into a building. No joke. And I'm just like, and I get stuck there because it was right in my way. And the cops show up. And it's not our fault, but they were able to get us out of the way. So I finally left, got to the bar, and guess what? The line is as long as the street, it seemed like. So I got there. And I just stood in line with all these people that are a lot younger than me. And they're all cussing and acting stupid, And I'm the only one standing in line with a mask. I mean, it's the same old thing, And I'm sitting there, and it's forever to get in there. I think it took me 35 minutes to get in there, almost 40 minutes. I finally get up there, and the bouncer that's giving out, they have to put little tags on you, to make sure that you don't take your drinks outside. I don't drink, but, that's not the point. They do it so you can't take your drinks outside, and that if you're of underage, you can't drink, all that stuff. I get up there, we're out of tags. Can y'all just wait a little while? So I'm standing there right at the door to go inside. It's cold, it's pouring down rain. Thank God I'm under an awning. And I'm just like, man, what the hell? Really? Just so I can have a little fun? So I get there, I wait forever, and finally they bring the tags. I go in, and it wasn't really packed. I guess they might be still doing the 50% for COVID. They might be. I went inside, and I actually got, once again, that I've talked about. Of course, I had no camera to prove my point, but I had IOIs again from girls, the indicators of interest, and I don't know the indicators of interest. I don't know if I faked them or not. I mean, I don't think I faked them. I'm going to look up something real quick online on the Incel Wiki forum, and I'm going to talk about something with you real quick. It's, I don't know how true this is, but it could be true for me about the IOIs, but I don't know if I'm faking them, maybe. I don't think I'm faking them, but I don't know. Sorry about that, I'm typing this in. Alright, hang on. Mistyped it. Okay. It's really tough because I don't think I'm making up the IOIs. I got it looked up here, so let me pull up. This is the misinterpretation of it, talking about love shies and incels misinterpreting ordinary greetings and confusing them interest. People just being nice to you and you misinterpret it as romantic interest. I don't think I'm doing that though. But, women can do that too. But I get it every time. Every time the girls would look at me, and they weren't doing it around other people. Like, they weren't acting all this way if they just went by other guys. But every time a few of them would come by me, they would, they would flick the hair. Um, they would, flirt around with their hair. They would do a lot of other stuff. And looking at me, several girls, some older, maybe like in their 30s, some very young, like in their early 20s, mid 20s. And it's just flattering, man. Because I thought of how bad the night was. And like I said, could I be misinterpreting these IOIs? I could be. Because I've had this happen to me before, where I would see that, and I'm getting the signs, even verbal IOIs. I've had those before, where a girl walks up, and I used to wear an Alabama hat all the time, and she, Roll Tide, and she would walk up, Roll Tide, and do it every time, like she was trying to find a reason to talk to me. And then when I asked for a number, she wouldn't do it. I don't remember what happened. This was years ago, like 8, 9 years ago. But, maybe I'm misinterpreting the IOIs. I've never said nothing to these girls, but I get so many of them, and them looking at me and, really kind of eyeballing me. I didn't get as many tonight as I used to get. I kind of seemed to have been in a slump, but I had one girl about 2 weeks ago that kept turning and looking at me. She just kept turning and kept looking. And, I'd look up and she'd kind of look away. Or, you could just tell, when you're trying to check somebody out, you're kind of peeking your eyes around without them seeing you. And she was doing that. And of course, I don't say anything because I can't get too close. I'm wearing the mask. I can't be touching a lot of people in front. I don't want to get sick. Not because of me, but if I made mom sick, And it's just frustrating, guys. So frustrating. But, hang on. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I didn't leave. My mom got up and had to use the restroom, so I had to wait until she got back to the bedroom. But no, I get these IOIs. I don't know how realistic they are, but I think they are. And right now, I'll say that they are until I try to talk to them, these girls. But I can't do it until this COVID stuff is over. I just can't. I can't risk it. And I don't know. It's just so frustrating. But I'll try to get me a camera too. I wish I could prove it to you by having a camera, and I don't have one, and it's just, oh God. What do you do? It's tough, but so frustrating. But I'm not going to give up. I will try to get a camera, a hidden camera, just to show you, that I'm not lying, that these look like indicators of interest from a girl, but I'm going to keep going at it and trying, and it just made me feel, and let's say they're real, okay? It just makes me feel good, man. It's all I get, man, and I hope they are real, because this is all I get, man. Every day is so bad. I'm talking so bad. And it just gives me some happiness just for a little while, My mind's going nuts. The COVID thing has just driven me insane. It's made my symptoms worse. I had a horrible day yesterday. The last 2 days were just absolute nightmares, but today was not too bad. It can change in the blink of an eye. I'm sure when I walked about a month, 2 months ago, it just knocked me right back, and I just have to quit doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's getting better. I actually had a good night tonight. I enjoyed myself. It could have been better. I didn't get as many IOIs as I usually get, but I did get some. And I talked to a few friends, and I think that's why some people are nice to me. They see that girls find me attractive. Because I'm going in there, it's the same people. I mean, I live in a small town, you know. It's not like I live in New York City or something. I mean, this is a little bitty town. And you're going to see the same people at these places a lot. And I do see the same girls, and I seem to get IOIs from them. Eye contact, like I said, the hair flip. And I could be wrong, like I said, but right now let's just say I am until I'm proven wrong. I guess it just gives me happiness, guys. It just gives me happiness. I need something to keep me going, you know. And this is kind of, I don't know, maybe if it turns out girls do like me, maybe God's given me that for a reason. Maybe he's trying to, I mean, why? I'd rather not have that and have my life better, but, you know, I mean, it's not that great. It sure don't change the way my life is, but maybe if it's true and I am the ladies' man, maybe, you know, maybe he's doing that to keep me alive because I have nothing else, man. Nothing, you know. Being an incel, forever alone guy for reasons that, you know, aren't all my fault. Most of them aren't my fault, you know. It just gives you something to shoot for. It gives you something to smile about. And I just didn't want to have my face on camera. I just didn't feel like it tonight. And but I'm hanging in there, guys. But you know, one of my things I worry about is they have not seen me with my hat off, my baldness, and I know that's from the benzos. I'll get into that in a video sometime. But I definitely think the benzos, when I took the pills, caused me to lose my hair. I'm convinced that that's what happened. There's no baldness in my family, period. None. And the fact that I lost my hair, it's obviously, you know, I mean, it makes me angry. I'm angry because I think the drugs did it, and makes me very self-conscious. You know, I'm very worried somebody's got, because when you're in a bar, you got drunk people, you know, and they're reaching and touching, and sometimes people would rip off your hat. I've actually had that from a girl. She ripped my hat off one time. I was like, oh, shoot. You know, don't take my hat off, you know. And, because I don't want anybody, number one, don't take my hat off anyway, but I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't want anybody to see it. And I'm really worried about that if I ever get alone with a girl and I get intimate with her. You know, I'm going to have to remove the hat, and there's the head, you know. So we'll have to jump through that hoop when we get to it. But all in all, not a bad night tonight. Can't complain. I just got to be focused and keep trying. We'll have a long weekend because this was kind of like a weekend tonight, and tomorrow will be Friday. I don't know how that day is going to go. Saturday, I have no idea, you know. But we'll just see what happens. And take care, guys. I appreciate anybody that watches my videos and comments. If I get me some video technology, I'll respond to comments. I'd kind of like to read them. But alright, take care, guys. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.